Hello! So this video, I am going to instruct how to teach cat speaking class to our students. Now I will share my entire screen. Okay. Um, Wait for a while. I will share again to assure. Okay, so I hope that it's clear and you can see now the screen. In teaching cat, there are two parts, part one and part two. In part one, there are some questions here, personal questions here. So the topic in cat one, test one, or key English, because in cat, the cat topic, there is cat one, speaking test one. Another one is Cat 1, speaking test 2, until Cat 1, speaking test 4. So after that, we have Cat 2, speaking test 1, Cat 2, speaking test 2, Cat 2, speaking test 3, and Cat 2, speaking test 4. Now, we will start with Cat 1, test 1. So actually, all this processes are the same with either Cat 1 test 1 or Cat 1 test 2, as long as it is Cat speaking test material or our book. So let's start with Cat 1. This is an example. We have the title different types of food, and then we will skip this part. Okay, let's start with the part one. It's 3 to 4 minutes. Part one, phase one. So in every part, there are phase one. There are also, there is phase one and phase two. Part one, phase one. Part two, part one, phase one until part one, phase two. Like this. Part one, phase one. Almost in part one, phase one is all about personal information. Personal informations. What is your name? Where do you live? Like that. There is also part one, phase two. In part one, phase two, there are list of questions there with according to the topic that you are going to talk about. So we will learn for that. But now let's first start with the part one, phase one. Okay. So as an examiner, you will greet, or as a teacher, good morning. So how are you? So we will talk about speaking test in Cat 1 this morning, just like that. And then you move because this is not a real speaking test. It's just uh, the point is we will guide the student on how they are going to face the real speaking test in reality. But at this time, we are just a teacher and they are a student. We will train them only. Okay, so let's start as if, just like that. This is now the part one, phase one of KIT. What's your name? So what you're going to do is, example, my name is Jen. So you give to the student, how about you? What is your name? And they also give the answer. The same with the following questions here. Do you work or are you a student? Example answer. I am working as a teacher. How about you? I'm a student. Just like that. Oh, where's your school? You can also add some questions. Ad lib. Okay, where do you come from? So I come from Philippines. How about you? I come from Vietnam. So the student will answer. So take turns. One ask, one answer. Teacher asks, student answer. Or sometimes you can also let the student ask you. Student asks, teacher will answer. It depends. Okay? So just do like that. Same process until number 7. So maybe it took uh, 30 minutes to ask this one, or you can add another one. But if, as you can see, we have a candidate A here. We finished the candidate A questions. So here, candidate B questions here. You don't need to ask this one. Just skip because the questions are the same. The same. The questions here are all the same. So no need. Then let's move on to the next part here. Okay, we are now in part 1, phase 2. I told you part 1, phase 1 done. Now let's go to part 1, phase 2. You see, there's a topic now. In part 1, phase 2, let's talk about the area where you live. Okay, where's your area? What do you think about your area? You can ask with that with your student. And then the student will also share, especially good student, especially the good ones. Almost students like grade 6, 7, and 8, 11, they can have this class. Oh, we will not base according to their grade level. We will base on their performance because sometimes there are students that they are just their age are younger, but they can speak in advanced English. It depends upon the performance. So we need to we need to consider their performance, and then in that way we will know where to adjust, where to add, and where to decrease the level of of the lesson. If ever the student is good, so maybe we will use the material pet, but before pet we will discuss first the cat. So let's talk now. Okay, now are you ready? We are going to talk about the area where you live, just like this. And then, okay, now, candidate A. Example, I am the examiner. So in a speaking test, there is an examiner in reality. But at this one, we are going to train with our students. So we as a teacher stands as examiner. What do you like doing outdoors? Okay, then you model always. Model. Give example first. Input. I like riding my bike, playing football with my friends, and flying kites in the fields. So you give example answers. Then how about you? What do you like doing outdoors in your area? You ask your student, you ask it to your student now. So the student will think. And then after that, they give their ideas. You always give feedback. Okay, very good. That's great. But always correct. For example, the sentences or the grammar is wrong. So we need to guide like that. Especially if the students are not really good, we can guide. I like riding my bike. Do you know how to ride a bike? Yes, that's good. So you should say, I like riding my bike, playing football, just like that. Help more with the lower level student. But for those good, it's better. Number 2, how do you travel in the area where you live? Okay, ask again. The student will. The student will talk. Okay, that's great. So the same process with number 1. How do you travel in the area where you live? Input first. Usually go by bicycle, or sometimes my parents take me on their motorbike. Okay, so how about you? You ask again, teacher. And after this questions, we can move to another one. Okay, there are 4 questions here, another 4 too. So it depends if until what time you can finish. Do not be rushed in teaching with your students. Just stop where you want to, where is needed to stop according to their learning. You don't need to rush. The most important thing here is to help the student understand about the lesson, about how they process the ideas regarding with the topic. That's the important thing. We are not in rush. So that's it. Now we will move here. Another. The same again, teachers. Where is the best place to go in the evening in your area? Example, I think the park is the best place to go in the evening. It's cool and I can play with my friends there. How about you? So the student will do it again. And after they finish the following questions here, example, four questions first. So these questions, you're going to questions here. The four questions, you need to uh, give them 2 to 3 minutes, or 2 minutes, it's enough. Okay, now it's your time to discuss with me with these questions. Okay, let's you ask and I answer, or I ask you and you answer. After you finish the discussion with this, give time the student to talk with you, to discuss with you. Okay, now teach when the student asks you, you can ask me first. It depends upon you. You let the student ask you first. Teacher, what do you like doing outdoors in your area? So you will also answer. And when you answer, you will show the student that you are not just reading the answer here. You can make your own idea so that next time they will also understand that, ah, I need to do on my own. I need to think on my own. I need to think using my own idea too. The same with what the teacher did, like that. So example, the student, to give now the discussion until you finish this one. So again, after you give an example answers to them, give 2 minutes for you to discuss together. Okay, you can talk, exchange of ideas using these questions here. What do you like doing outdoors in your area? And you answer, okay, how do you travel in the area where you live? And teacher asks, student answer. Or if ever the student have um there are two students in class, so you can use them together to discuss with that 2 minutes, and then you start again to repeat them. You listen to their discussions like that. Always encourage the student to give their own idea, not just reading the examples here. But if they are good, so yes, it's advantage to us, and of course for them. They can give more ideas, they can expand their ideas. It's okay. So now let's move on here. Where is the best place to go in the evening in your area? The same process, the same as here. And then give time again. After you finish giving all the input, now it's your turn to discuss together with the students. Then finish and then go to the backup questions. So the backup questions here, do you have many neighbors? So example answer, yes, I do. The same process. How about you? Do you have many neighbors? And then go back to the process, discuss together. One ask, one answer. Always encourage, give your own idea. You can change some words here. So you don't need to read everything in order for you to practice your thinking skills in English, and of course the speaking skills. That's it. That's it. So now let's move. We are now in part one, phase two, another phase two, but different topic. Now let's talk about clothes. Now let's talk about clothes. When you are going to present the lesson, what you're going to talk, you don't need to go directly with the topic. Okay, let's no. Give some more intro, like introduction for them to, for example, do you like buying clothes? Because you're you need to ask some related questions regarding with the clothes. That's to accelerate their prior knowledge for our lesson. Okay, to boost their confidence, to reduce shyness or like anxiety of the student. Maybe they are scared because it's their first time to speak English or it's their first time to study online with foreign teachers. So we should need to be mindful and be conservative also and be sensitive about their feelings too. So what we need to do is we need to be creative, think more how to start the lesson to avoid the student shock. Like, oh, I got shocked and I'm nervous. Like, give some one or two questions about the lesson. Or like, what kind of clothes do you like to wear? Oh, you always smile, and then, um, you know, let them feel comfortable in class. Let them feel heard in class. And like they are just you are just normal talking like that. Okay, so now let's start. Thank you so much for your answer. And after they give their answer, always also give feedback. Wow, that's great. Hmm. So be generous with that kind of words. It helps them lift them up. It helps them feeling confident like that. Feeling confident in class. Okay. Now let's go. Here, the first one. Um, wait, let me why is this? Okay, so if this will be sometimes we should always need to prepare with our lesson. There are other things that we need to fix. So, like this one, I don't know what is happening. Why it's wait for me. You see? So we will transfer here again. Let's insert. Okay, so to avoid this situation, we will check our lesson carefully, lesson material. Because last time it's okay, but now I don't know why isn't okay. So let me fix it. Sorry. Okay, so if there are some case that will happen the same as this, so what we need to do is always be prepared. And prepare your material carefully. Okay, number one, what kind of clothes do you wear when you do sport? Okay, you can answer example like this. I wear a t-shirt, shorts, and sport shoes when I do sport. How about you? Okay, the same again. Who do you go shopping for clothes with? Example answer, I usually go shopping for clothes with my parents. How about you? And after that, then you discuss each other again, giving their own idea if they are good. If not, so just guide them. And then just please still encourage them that next time you can do better than that. Instead of reading, you can, I believe in you that you can improve. Just like that. Those words. Okay, so when we finish, there are also another questions here. Where do you buy your clothes? So example, I usually buy my clothes at the market. The same topic here. This one, still the same here. Um, let me remove this one because still the questions are all the same. Mm, okay. So where do you buy your clothes? It's also another set of questions. There are four questions first set, then another four, the second set. So if they are different questions, so you continue. you continue to ask. But if the same, just skip that part if the questions are the same. So where do you buy your clothes? Well, we can answer. I usually buy my clothes at the market or in a clothing shop in town. Okay, do you know? You can also share your own so that they will be encouraged to share normally, naturally with their experience about buying clothes. Like that. It's your technique on how to get the attention of the student to help them feel comfortable with the lesson. Okay, the same as this. So backup questions, the same. So give example first and let them do it and discuss with you after. So the same. So now in part two, so we finished in CAT part one, phase one, CAT part one, phase two. Now we are in CAT part two. CAT part two, phase one. Okay, part two, phase one. So now we are going to talk together about the different types of food. So you act as an examiner. Okay, now I am the examiner. So we are going to talk together about the different types of food. Okay, so these are some prompt. When we say prompt, these are some structures that we can help the students to use with their sentences when they talk. Example, do you think fruit is healthy? Do you think fast food is expensive? Do you think cake is nice? Do you think pizza is popular? Do you think vegetables are boring? And then after that, you can ask some follow-up question. Why not? Why is it yes? Why or not? Do not let the student answer yes or no. Give, help them, encourage them to reason out. Because, example, do you think fruit is healthy? Yes. Why? Because fruits has a lot of vitamins and minerals that helps our body to stay healthy. Yes, that's great. Very good. How about fast food? But do you know I like fruits? Many students can add they can add some informations about their answers. They are good students. So just listen to them. While listening, you are observing which part they are talking is wrong, pronunciation, grammar, verb, subject verb agreement, like that. Then you correct and you write here. You write because in our Zoom, we can write, we can annotate. Okay? So you should say, you do like this. You should say, um, I like fruits. No. The question is, do you think? So I think you can lead. I think fruits is healthy because, yes, you should do like that and lead. So now that's it. We have here. Okay, now when you can see this picture, teachers, we need to let the student identify it one by one. Example. Okay, now what can you see in each picture? Let's start with picture one. Okay, you see like that. What are this? These are? Okay, very good. When they say fruits, always encourage them to say, these are fruits. Full sentence, not just word answer, but full sentence answer. Okay, very good. These are fruits. Do not say fruits. You should say in full sentence. These are fruits. Can you say it again? Okay, very good. These are fruits. What fruit do you like? You can do like that. Just do more talking. Just encourage them to talk more, to speak more in class. Next one. Oh, what's this? I think you like this one. Is it right? What are this? These are fast foods. Okay, what kind of fast foods are here? We have fries like that. And then the same. What's this pizza? Do you like pizza? Why do you like pizza? Or why you don't like? Do you think pizza is good? Hmm. Then you also ask about the cake. So one by one, you can write and click, okay, very good. This one is a fruit because it serves as their vocabulary now. Cake, vegetable. Yes. Oh, and after presenting these foods, you can have this. Why is fruit healthy? These questions help them input their ideas to reason out. Why is fruit healthy? When they say I like fruit, so they have already an idea. Fruit, because fruit is healthy. It has lots of vitamins and fiber. It helps us stay strong and keeps our body working well. Example, this is the answer. Now, why is fruit healthy? Okay, the same way. So why is fast food expensive? So just let them read or give their own ideas. At this point, you don't need to make it more deeper. This part is just slight only. You don't need to make it more deeper because it serves only for their idea to to think how to reason out when they are asked about the different foods. The same with the other topic. So just let them read. Oh, why is fruit healthy? Fruit is healthy because it has lots of vitamins. How about you? What do you think? Fruit, why is fruit healthy? Then that's enough. And then proceed to the next one. Okay, proceed. Proceed until the end of these questions. And then go directly to the next topic. Okay, now let's go here. So what can you see in each picture? Let's describe. Picture one, how many people are there? There are three people. They are sitting on at the table. What are they doing? If the student is good, you don't need to show first all the description. You just show first the picture. In picture one, what can you see? How can you describe picture one? What are they eating? What are they doing? How many people are there? Like that. The same with picture two. If the student is not really good, so you can let the student read. Okay, like this until they finish describing all the pictures. After all describing the pictures, so A, which of these five, which of these types of food? Okay, now we will talk together. Which of these types of food do you like best? We will talk together about the picture. In teaching Cat, we are giving the idea for the student on to decide about his idea, her own idea, which one is good for her or which one is good for them if there are two students, or which one is good for you and the student because you are talking, not for the decision of what is in the picture. The decision now is yours, which one is good for us. So this is a model conversation. You tell your student that in cat speaking part 2, in this part, which of these types of food do you like best? You need to talk together all the pictures according to their sequence, from fruit, from to fast food, to to cake, to the cake, yes, pizza and vegetable. So sequence, it should be sequence. Remember the order of it. Okay, now let's start. Example, model conversation. This is how they are going to talk with that picture. Let's talk about this type of food. So you and your student now. Which one do you like? I like eating fruits. They are healthy and sweet. What about you? Always start with let's talk about these types of food because that is our topic. Which one do you like? I like eating fruits. So give the reason because they are healthy and sweet. What about you? Oh, yes, I like fruits too. You also give idea about the fruits, the second one. The first one is fruit. The student will give idea why she likes or why she doesn't like the fruit. And you also give your own why you doesn't like it or why you don't like it, sorry, or why you like it, like that. They are healthy. Oh, there is also fast food like burgers and fries. Do you like it? So they proceed to fast food, the second choice. Fruits and fast food. Yes, I do. If I have enough money, I can buy it and eat it. Okay. How about pizza? They go to the third choice. It's tasty. They give the reason. It's tasty, but not very healthy if we eat. If we eat too much, do you like it? Yes, I like cheesy pizza. Oh, the other one also give reason. It's so yummy. Now, what about cake? They go to the fifth one. What about cake? Not really. It's too sweet and not very good for our health. The last one is vegetables. I love vegetable soup so much. You say, me too. So, at the end of the conversation in teaching Ket, the student are going to decide, the student and the teacher, or the student with together with the other student will decide which food do you think is best for us? For us. The decision is for us. You are the one who decide which one is the best for us. One of you will decide. I think we should choose something healthy. Fruits are the best. Then, after choosing, you also agree with one choice. Yes, I agree. Fruits are good for us. Let's choose it. That's the end of the test. Okay? After you talk together all the sequence of the foods, one student will ask, so which one do you think is best for us? So, I think we should choose something is which some sorry, I think we should choose something healthy. Are the best. So one of the student also agree. One student asks which one is best. One student will agree with one option from the topic, from the food topic. So they agree together with fruits. Yes, I agree. Fruits are good for us. Let's choose it. That's the flow of the conversation in teaching Ket speaking class. That's the flow of the conversation in actual speaking of Ket speaking class. Okay? Follow the order in the picture and then decide. So which one do you think? And then agree together with one choice. Follow the order, talk together, exchange of ideas, and then at the end, you come up with your choice. One choice only. You agree with that. Okay? No one will say, I choose, for me, I choose cake. For me, I choose no. You should need to agree with one choice from the topic. Like this. Yes, I agree. Fruits are good for us. Let's choose it. That is kept. Okay? So we are now finished with this part. In part two, phase two, it's a continuation. So, okay, now I am an examiner. Do you prefer having a large meal or just a snack at lunchtime? This will be your possible answer. Example, I prefer having a large meal. Why? Because it gives me more energy for the afternoon. Or you can also answer, I prefer just having a snack at lunchtime because it's quick and light and I don't feel too full. It depends upon the student which one they prefer, large meal or just a snack, and then discuss. So the same process, like give them time to give their own idea when they decide, when they choose their own answer here. Okay, let them think their own idea if they are good. If not, so again, guide them like that. Okay, just continue. I prefer having a large meal. Just normal conversation. For example, you have two students. Okay, so you ask them, do you prefer having a lunch? Do you prefer having a large meal at lunchtime? Okay, the one student will say, I prefer having a large meal. Okay. How about you? I prefer just having a snack at lunchtime because it's quick and light. So just to show their different opinions together as an examiner. But you only have one student. Let that student choose which opinion he or she prefer to choose. Okay. Let's now move the same here. Do you prefer eating outside or inside? So you can also ask your student to ask you. You talk together. For me, I prefer eating outside because I like the fresh air and the nice view. You act as the student A if only one student you have online. If the students are two or more four, so you can pair them. If there are two, it's better. If no, so you act as student A and act as student B. You act as a candidate, as an examiner, the one who asks the questions, which is the examiner, and you also um, pretend as student A and student B, like that. So it depends upon your ideas. Just talk, practice talking, practice speaking about giving your opinion about it. and give reason because I like. Mm. Do not just say I prefer eating outside. That's the end. No, give reason. Why? Because I like the fresh air and the nice view outside. Like that. Okay, so that's the end of teaching cat. Thank you so much and good luck. Goodbye.